Hey everybody, welcome to etrailer.com. I'm Bobby, and today we're taking a look at the eTrailer Cargo Carrier on our 2021 Toyota RAV4. Now this is going to be a great way of getting that precious cargo space out of our vehicle and onto the back of our hitch. Now why that might be important, maybe we got a lot of people and we are utilizing a lot of the seats. Now we do have quite a lot of room in this Toyota RAV4, however, every little bit can definitely help. So this is going to be a great way of getting a lot of that onto the back of our hitch. Now, take a quick look in the inside here. We do have, if I can make it work with me, we do have 60 inches of internal dimension. Give you a quick look, 60 inches going across and 24 inches going wide here. You can see getting a lot of usable space in here, getting about 61.5 and 24.5 or 24 3/4 all the way around for our overall dimensions. Going to be fitting a lot of things in here. With 500 pounds capacity, we're going to fit most of anything that we actually need in here. Make sure that we're just evenly distributing that weight. Don't want to make it too heavy on one side or the other. Going to be taking a lot of the effort out of our rack. Take a look at it yourself. You are seeing a lot of tie down points as you can see in here. You're even going to get some of our longer items that we need to maybe stick through the sides here as you can see. However, lots of tie down points, and I really like this mesh design on the bottom here, making sure none of our smaller items are going to be falling through it all, and also making it very, very easy for us to get a quick rinse when we have anything muddy up on there. So definitely not going to be an issue at all with weather holding up as well. As you can see, going to have no pooling water, so that's always a great feature with it. A couple awesome things about this guy too, it does have a tilt away and put away feature, and those can be easily accessed by coming to the back here, removing these clips from our pins like so. And we can actually just go ahead and make sure we're supporting our mast, pulling that out like so. And as you can see, we are going to be able to tilt that just enough away. I actually don't think we really need to utilize the tilt away feature on here. However, maybe we do have a little bit of a cargo buildup here. As you can see, definitely not going to have any issues at all now here. You can see getting that hatch all the way open very, very easily. So let's go ahead, bring this guy back up to its standing position. See if we even have any trouble, if we even need to utilize that put away feature. So replacing our pins rather quickly here, and we'll go ahead and leave the clips off just for now for our studio purposes here. As you can see, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this guy down real quick. If I take a quick little measurement here, just trying to find where we might actually have a little bit of a breakover point, as you can see. So right at 32 inches or so. And again, we're getting a lot of decent spread here, so I don't really even think, even if we did have all of our stuff here, because our shank is so long, we are actually, pretty far from the back of our vehicle at 14 inches exactly from the rear. Definitely not even going to have too much issue with stacking it. So that tilt-away feature, definitely pretty nice. However, on the RAV4 today, looks like we wouldn't even really need to utilize it because of how long of a shank we have. Now, with any hitch-mounted accessory, we are going to add some length to our vehicle. It's important to keep in mind. As mentioned before, we do have a very long shank on here. So let's go ahead and take a look from the rear of our bumper to the very end. Going to be at 39 3/4 to the end here. So definitely a little bit of length added. However, we are getting 500 pounds of extra capacity to our vehicle, so we are getting our money's worth there, especially for the length that we're adding. But we still have a couple tricks up our sleeve to actually condense that down, so we can actually come back to our pins here. Again, removing it. So maybe now we got everything loaded up. We're taking off where we want to go. Now we can go ahead, bring this guy back into its standing position. We can go ahead and replace these pins. This bottom one is actually what's going to be holding this guy in, if I can get it to work with me, like so, potentially. A little bit of user error here, guys. There we go, going from this angle, making it just a little bit easier. You can see, you might have to play with it a little bit. It sits a little loosely in there, but definitely nothing too crazy, and that pin will be securing this to us as well. So, taking a look, we've already shaved down quite a lot of space. So, quickly here, we can go ahead and try to get a quick little estimate. Okay, go ahead and add about 1 inch for that extra bit here. And going from just the top of this, looks like we're at 12 3/4, so at 13 3/4 with that extra added little bump on the end, definitely going to be shaving down a lot of that space. So very easy to put this away. We can actually keep it on us, so for our long road trip, definitely not going to be too much of a bother to actually put this up. Again, dropping it is just as simple too, so if we actually do need to access that hatch while we're on those long road trips, going to be very, very easy for us to do. Let me go ahead and drop this so we can take a look at the shank itself though. And again, just a little bit of play there can really help remove those pins. We'll actually go ahead and just let that guy tilt away like so we can get in here and take a quick look. Looking at the shank itself, you do see a nice little rise in it as well, and that's going to help our clearance at the bottom. We'll go ahead and take a quick look at that too. So as you can see, our biggest issue is going to be right here at the bottom. And at 9 inches, we aren't going to have any issues with clearance, I don't think. But keep in mind, as those front wheels go up, the back will go down, especially our hitch accessories. So if you are encountering some pretty severe terrain, maybe a tall driveway too, I would definitely keep in mind that that guy has a little bit of an issue. Definitely nothing too crazy, and this nice rise in the shank is going to help us there. This also comes included with a hitch pin alignment collar. Now these screws are great. This guy can be a little weighty, so when we want to pull this on and off, this makes our life that much easier. Now a lot of times you're messing with these guys, trying to find the hole, backing in, out, over and over again, makes it a whole hassle. So what this does, once we have this set one time, I can pull it off and pull it right back up, and that collar is going to stop our receiver just at the right point to actually start adding our anti-rattle threaded hitch bolt, which is what we actually have on here as well today. This is going to be doing a great job of getting this in line with our vehicle. If you guys want to see, I can go ahead and give this guy a good shake. It's shaking that entire vehicle. That means we're bringing it in line to one system, making for a nice smooth ride for ourselves and our cargo carrier here. So anything we can do to reduce the play on this guy, we can make sure our cargo stays nice and secure, going to really help in the long run. Well, I mean, it looks simple enough. However, I really like those tilt-away features. It makes it very versatile for what we need. I can even tilt that away when I have all of my cargo loaded up. And a lot of the tie-down points make it really easy and gives me that peace of mind to actually secure my cargo. And with 500-pound capacity, we're going to be getting a lot more space in here, making for a nice smooth ride for the family and or friends. Well, I think that about does it for our look at the 60 by 24-inch e-trailer cargo carrier on our 2021 Toyota RAV4. I'm Bobby. Thank you for watching.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action. This simulates turning corners or evasively maneuvering. Once we get to the full speed bumps, we'll see the up and down action. This will be just like driving in and out of a parking lot, parking garage, or driveway. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement.